who else values money more than the rich and elite, right? We can expect that these individuals are determined to teach their offspring to handle money as well, to make sure that not only do they inherit the fortune, they also know how to make it grow. These are the top 10 money lessons that rich parents teach their children. Number 1. First and foremost, wealthy parents instill the value of money in their children from an early age. Almost all self-made millionaires and successful people share this belief, and teaching children the value of money is one of their top priorities. Regardless of whether they think money is necessary for happiness or not, wealthy parents frequently demonstrate the importance of having options and a higher standard of living. Even if they merely take money to the account as a resource, most wealthy individuals know that having money allows them freedom, including the freedom to choose where to live and where to go on vacations and assist others. They know that having a lot of money may lessen the financial strain in life. On the other hand, poor people seldom talk about money, and some even think it is meaningless. Growing up in an environment where money is king may have long-term effects, such as their children disregarding their financial lives because they believe money is irrelevant. Number 2. They instruct students on the distinction between assets and liabilities. Understanding the difference between assets and liabilities is crucial to achieving financial independence. If you've never heard of these terms, assets are items that help you make money, and liabilities are things that cost you money. Instead, they withdraw money from your bank account, like purchasing a home and renting it out. Buying a home to live in is an asset since it generates monthly cash flow, but you have to rent it out, of course. You have to pay for it each month, which makes it a liability. Many wealthy parents advise their children to accumulate assets and stay away from liabilities. In this approach, they might build a company or make investments that bring in money consistently while avoiding activities that can drain their bank account of cash, so that they can have a surplus of money. And they are also aware of the value of employing assets to separate your income from your time, because assets produce cash flow whether or not you're actually working. Scaling is possible, and you may use your time to create new assets. The differences in spending habits between the rich and the poor, as well as the reasons why some people who make the same wage are wealthy while others remain poor, are frequently the focus of the wealthy people. Adopting this strategy may create a business or make investments that generate profits regularly while avoiding actions that deplete their bank account. They are also aware of the need to use assets to decouple your income from your time, because assets provide cash flow whether or not you're actually working. This allows them to have a surplus of cash. You can scale, and you can also use your time to produce new items. Wealthy people frequently think about the disparities in spending patterns between the rich and the poor, as well as the causes of why some people who earn the same pay become wealthy while others stay in poverty. Number 3. How to deal with their finances. By involving them in the planning and managing of their family costs, many wealthy parents may teach children valuable lessons about money management. Many of these parents discuss their financial records with their children and involve them in the budgeting process. They frequently introduce the idea of living expenses to their children. As a result, their kids gain early financial management skills, which can be beneficial as they become older and manage their own finances. In stark contrast, most parents have a lousy mentality and hardly ever discuss money, especially their income. If they do financial planning at all, they often do so without their children and frequently adopt a pessimistic outlook when creating their monthly expense budget. Parents frequently dispute and feel cynical about creating their monthly budgets, encouraging children to develop similar planning habits that translate into similar behaviors as adults. Wealthy parents, despite how strange it may sound, focus on linking positive emotions with their living expenses, because they know that living expenses are a fact of modern life. Many people appreciate such living expenses since they enable them to have a roof over their heads and have a comfortable lifestyle. Number 4. The various means of making money. I've observed that many affluent parents teach their children multiple ways to make money. Did you know that the daughter of the late President Barack Obama worked in a regular job in customer service? Many people also help their children find stable employment. There are a few reasons for this, but one is to provide kids the opportunity to learn about and experience the various ways people earn money. One of them, for instance, is exchanging time for money, whether it be through employment or freelancing. The second is to create systems that help you make money or make money work for you. Examples of this include starting a business and using other people's time as employees, utilizing online systems that automate tasks, or using money to purchase assets that help you make money, as is demonstrated in Robert Kiyosaki's book Cash Flow Quadrant. The wealthy put a lot of emphasis on comprehending and imparting these principles so that their children would have the opportunity to discover alternative methods of earning a living instead of being restricted to just a 9-to-5. On the other hand, most underprivileged parents only know one way to make money, typically exchanging time for money. Regrettably, this is the only thing they teach their children, and as a result, when they grow up, they only know this one method, which severely restricts their true earning potential. Number 5. Forming effective routines. The British know that if your wealthy parents are self-made, it's not what you do that makes you rich, but what you do consistently. They know that to become wealthy, they must always work hard and carry out their plans. The best way to do this is by forming good habits, which you can do by doing things regularly. Because of this, many wealthy parents emphasize teaching their children to develop positive practices to attract wealth more naturally in the future. This might be as easy as having a list of successes to look at when they get up, or as complex as considering how they can benefit others. In addition, many affluent parents teach their children how to develop their own learning habits. One of the best abilities anybody may have is learning new patterns and creating new patterns. Knowing the psychology behind habit modification can be quite effective for your child's long-term success. Number 6. They teach that you owe no one anything. Self-made millionaires and people who have amassed a fortune through hard effort know how much money it takes to support oneself and one's family. They know nobody owes them anything and can only obtain what they fight for. This is crucial for wealthy people since their children frequently grew up in rich environments where they may feel entitled to share a parent's money. Teaching the idea that success must be earned becomes crucial because they realize how damaging this entitlement mentality can be to their children in the long run. The world's two wealthiest billionaires, Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, have similar ideas. They aim to instill a sense of independence and hard work so their kids can discover their own success. They won't leave their kids with their money and will only leave them with a meager amount of inheritance, as Bill Gates stated in an interview in 2011. Number 7. Social and persuasion abilities. This is one of the most important topics that aren't discussed enough in the business and financial world. Many opportunities might not arise without the capacity to interact socially and verbally with others. Understanding people's emotions, motives, and behaviors early on can be an invaluable tool for the future, preparing children to be robust and effective leaders. The ability to influence those around you generates a sense of leadership. Number 8. Delaying satisfaction or delayed gratification. Alternatively, the wealthy know that achieving a significant objective and accumulating riches requires time and patience, and a commitment to their profession, which is one of their skills. Most people favor the short-term pleasures like getting an outstanding automobile or an expensive house, despite what parents frequently tell their children. Write quickly, or else they might establish a business and shut it down after the first year if it's not profitable, teaching their kids the same bad habits. Regarding this subject, I enjoy what Gary Vaynerchuk says about having micro speed and macro patience. This means we must work hard continuously. He claims that most individuals are slow in the day-to-day and focus on the future rather than working hard every day and being patient with the bigger picture. Number 9. More money is always available. It is everywhere. The rich have a very crucial mentality that there's always more money. Most people believe there's a finite supply of money which is reflected in their bank accounts. In contrast, the poor may feel they do not have enough money even though more money is always available. Whether it's to pay for a trip or a new business, they know that plenty of money is available and their task is to obtain it. The perspective of the impoverished is one of scarcity. They believe their wage is a financial ceiling they must live within. The original claim that there's no cap to how much money you can make is incorrect. There's a great attitude there, waiting for them to draw it. This straightforward idea can significantly impact how we make financial decisions. While most people concentrate on cost-cutting and conserving money, the rich concentrate on expanding their income. This is not to say that the wealthy don't focus on cutting costs. Still, they devote more time and effort to boosting their cash flow than to missing a few tiny expenses because a business owner's limited thinking can restrict their ability to earn. Many business owners undercharge for their goods and services merely because they feel bad for taking money away from other people. They could think that taking their customers' money is a disservice. Still, an entrepreneur with an abundance mindset understands that everyone has enough money to buy the things they want, so who are they to say no if a potential buyer requests their product? If you look at society, you will see that people always have enough money for the things that they want. For example, someone who wants a nice vacation will save months for it. If they're going to invest in their education, they will work an extra shift to pay for the course. If they want to start investing, they will save up and work hard. Our job is to go and get it since there is always more money available for the things that we want. Number 10. Helping people is the most effective approach to earning money. The wealthy emphasize to their children the importance of solving larger scale problems as the most effective means of making money. The larger the paycheck, it goes without saying that the world's most successful individuals have resolved or at the very least contributed to resolving significant global issues. From Henry Ford, who revolutionized the personal transportation business, to Oprah Winfrey, who had a profound influence on the world of self-development. The list of innovators in the fields of technology, music, and communication goes on and on. They all significantly impacted others' ability to tackle the issue of getting compensated and based on one's work, effort, and time. Providing value is the affluent person's game, and they get rewarded based on their weight, whereas the poor concentrate on producing outcomes and solving issues. And that is it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you in our next video.